The one day I woke up late may have saved my life. Well, I always wake up late, so I've told the story in other places, on other accounts before, but it bears repeating. One day when I was an elementary schooler, I think probably third or fourth grade, I was awoken by my mom in a rush. She had overslept, and since she always wake me up in the morning, this meant that I too overslept. And now there was just no way I was gonna be ready for school early enough to get on the school bus. IIRC school started at 8 a.m. and my bus pickup time was 7 a.m. But it was already like 6:40 or something, and I was still in my pajamas and I hadn't even had breakfast yet. So mom decided that today we will just tell the bus driver to go on ahead and she will take me to school, which will give me plenty of time to get ready. So I'm sitting there at the dining room table eating breakfast, still in my pajamas, and it was about 6:15. We hear the bus pull up about 10 minutes earlier than usual. My mom peeks her head out of the door into the foggy morning and waves the bus on. She closes the door and comes back inside, but the bus doesn't pull away. There's a knock at the door and mom opens it to find a man in a bus driver uniform. He explained that he's a substitute driver because the regular driver called in sick. He says he knows he's a few minutes earlier since he wanted to get an early start on the route since he didn't know it well. Mom explains to him that she was gonna take me to school since we woke up late. He gets visibly upset. Sorry. And says that he can wait a few minutes since he's already running ahead of the schedule. No, you can't. My mom insisted that no, I won't be ready to go in a few minutes. Like, she's a very good mom. She's like, no, I'm not rushing my kid for you. Like, go, just do your job, bro. Let me take my kid to school. Like, such a good mom. And tells him to go ahead. He seemed angry about this. Bro, why? You are so sketchy. But turned around and got back in the bus and left. I returned to eating my breakfast and still don't have my school clothes on at this point. But at 7 a.m. sharp, another bus pulls to my house. Oh my god. Mom thinks this is weird and goes outside to talk to them. She comes back inside looking terrified, but doesn't really say anything about it and tells me to finish getting ready to school. At the time, I didn't know what happened, but mom would end up telling me a few years later. Oh my god, years later. Oh, your mom really didn't want you to know this. When she went to this school bus, she found that it being driven by the regular bus driver, and it was full of all the other kids that are usually on the route. The other bus was empty, by the way. Mom asked the driver about the substitute driver and about him calling sick. I never called in sick. There is no substitute driver on my route, he says. The driver immediately called dispatch in a panic and told my mom to go inside and call the police, which she did without me knowing and report this incident. Thank God. There was absolutely no one doing my driver's route that day. Whoever this was most likely a kidnapper who targeted me. The fuck? I swear to God, this is so random. This is so fucking random. God damn. I never heard anything about it, not even if someone else had ended up being picked up by this mysterious fake bus driver. But chances are, had I gotten in the bus, I would have never made it to school, yeah, or back home. And if mom hadn't overslept in that specific day, I would have been on that bus. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, I imagine that you lose sleep over this thing. Like, what if my mom hadn't overslept? What if my mom had trusted that man? Like, oh my god, your mom is such a good mom. Such a good mom. She was like, no, I'm not letting my kid with you. Like, and he was so visibly upset. Like, yeah, that's a red flag. And that was so random. Like, why? Like, why in the earth will the strange man will target you to kidnap you? Like, that's messed up, bro. And I'm glad your mom didn't told you and let you like live your happy childhood and be like, no, 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 no. Oh my god, I hope that man was catched, because what the fuck, like targeting a random kid and wanted to what? And it's very well think it, all this shit with the bus, with him wearing a uniform, like whoever would have trust this guy will be like, hey, like, you think who will do something like this, but you never know. And whenever you're late, and whenever I'm late, I say, yeah, who knows why I'm late? Like, maybe this saves me. Maybe this saves me. Because many times I have gotten late to some places, and minutes before it was an accident, you know? And I was like, thank God I was not there. Like, you know what I mean? Being late maybe saved you. So next time you're hating yourself for going late, for being late somewhere, remember about this story, because this is a hell of a story. And I'm glad OP is okay, and I'm glad her mom was feeling something and she did the right thing. So tell me, what do you think? Did you ever have been late and then be like, oh my god, this was such a good idea to be late? I'm glad this happened to me, because I don't know, I will meet my creepy ex. I will meet my, I don't know, my creepy ex high school friend. No, no, doesn't always have to be dramatic. Okay, see you next time, creepers. Bye, stay safe. Mwah.